friends, we continue to follow the events on the Ukrainian-Russian front and the news that continue to bring us joy today. But before that, please like this video, check your subscription to the channel and click the bell icon to stay updated on all the latest news. The Ukrainian armed forces are advancing to liberate Ukrainian territory, and today we can already see the nature of the plan being implemented by the Ukrainian armed forces, particularly in the Zaporizhzhia direction. The movement is ongoing, possibly towards Melitopol. Currently, active attacks are not taking place, but the Russians are doing everything they can do to stop the advance, conducting shelling along the entire front line and engaging in offensive actions in Pyatikhatki. However, there have been no changes in the past day and Ukraine is holding its positions for further advancement. Moreover, everyone is eager to decipher the counter-offensive plan, and one of the German analysts has created a map of recent missile strikes by the Ukrainian armed forces on the Russian rear. The first one is sabotage of the railway station bridge in Yakimivka. The second one, today's strike on the bridge across the Changar Strait. And the third one is multiple explosions in the port of Berdyansk and on bases near Genichesk, including a massive ammunition depot in Rynkovo. All of this adds up to a picture. What does it remind us of? The plan to liberate Kherson, but on a much larger scale. There are active offensive actions taking place in the direction of Vuhledar, in the vicinity of Rivne and Staromykhailivka. While there is no confirmed progress yet, we are waiting for good news from this direction. However, the Russians are heavily shelling the entire front line and conducting offensive actions in the Vuhledar and Novomykhailivka, attempting to halt the Ukrainian troops' advancement. Russia has also shifted to offensive actions in the Avdiivka direction. Here, several groups are attempting to storm Severne, and attacks on the outskirts of Avdiivka continue as before. All of this accompanied by a large number of shelling incidents. Additionally, after a prolonged lull, fighting has resumed in the area of Pervomaysk. The primary goal for the occupiers here is to reach Karlivka and then proceed towards the borders of the Donetsk region. However, the FAR has long been following Ukraine's plans, so the situation is under control and the front line remains unchanged. For a long time now, battles have been ongoing in Mariinka and the settlement of Pobeda, and all attacks have been unsuccessful. There is good news in the Bakhmut direction, although the Russians have also resumed active offensive actions. Yesterday, Ukraine managed to advance closer to Kalychevka. The progress was about 1.5 kilometers, bringing the Ukrainian armed forces even closer to the settlement. Now the liberation of Kalychevka will begin, and this village will be the first on the path to encircle Bakhmut. In the Kremenna and Siversk areas, active fighting is taking place as Russia tries to halt the Ukrainian armed forces attacks, but they are unsuccessful. As of today, it is evident that the Ukrainian armed forces have managed to push the Russians back closer to Shepetivka by 1 kilometer, and the front line has come closer to the settlement. On the other hand, the Russians are attempting to break through to Bilogorivka and conducting a significant number of shellings. Battles are also taking place in the forests near Kuzmine, where the Ukrainian armed forces are trying to advance towards Kremenna. However, the Russians are launching counter-attacks in the area of Dibrova. It is clear that they have prepared themselves for a counter-offensive against the Ukrainian armed forces and have gathered sufficient reserves to defend and conduct offensive operations. Once again, it is proven that underestimating the enemy is not advisable. They are doing everything they can to maintain control over the territory. In the Dvorishna and Svatovo areas, the situation remains stable, with Russia only conducting shellings without any offensive actions. As for the Kherson direction, there is a high number of shelling. Primarily, this is because the Russians allegedly perceive movement of Ukrainian forces preparing for an offensive. Whether it is true or not will be revealed in the near future. However, it is clear that they are attempting to hinder any movement of the Ukrainian armed forces through shells. If the Ukrainian forces do initiate movement in this direction, it would result in the complete destruction of the Russian groups, considering the ongoing movement from the Zaporizhia direction. And with the involvement of the Kherson direction, the attacks on Russia will come from two sides, creating a favorable trap for them, especially with destroyed bridge in Crimea. On Russian territory, as of the time of this video, the situation remains stable. There is only one reported attempt of a drone attack on a military plant, which, unfortunately for the Russians, was successfully shot down. Therefore, the situation remains unchanged. Currently, there is a significant number of shelling reported in Chernihiv, Sumy and Kharkiv regions. Additionally, President Zelensky stated that a new and another catastrophe caused by the Russians is being prepared, this time at the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant.
Ще один теракт, який, на жаль, готується російськими окупантами на Запорізькій атомній станції. Я нагадую тим, хто забув, це найбільша атомна станція в Європі. Всі в світі, МАГАТЕ, всі країни, всі лідери точно знають, що там відбувається. Росія використовує Запорізьку атомну станцію як елемент у своїй агресії. Окуповує станцію, прикриває нею обстріли сусідніх міст, тримає там зброю і військову. Зараз наша розвідка отримала інформацію про те, що Росія розглядає сценарій терористичного акту на Запорізькій атомній станції. Терористичного акту з викидом радіації. Вони все підготували для цього. На жаль, вже неодноразово мені доводилось нагадувати, що радіація не знає державних кордонів. І те, по кому вона вдарить, визначається лише напрямком вітру. Ми передаємо всю наявну інформацію нашим партнерам, кожному у світі. Всі докази. Європа, Америка, Китай, Бразилія, Індія, Арабський світ, Африка – всі країни, абсолютно всі мають це знати. Міжнародні організації – абсолютно всі. Жодних терактів на атомних станціях ніколи і ніде не повинно бути. Цього разу не має бути як з Каховкою. Світ попереджено. Отже, світ може і повинен діяти.
As of today, Ukrainian forces have destroyed an additional 680 Russian components and 44 artillery systems. That's all for now. Please share your thoughts on this matter in the comments. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye!